Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Blackwell Epiphany. Alright. We've discovered who's dead in the apartment across from George's apartment. Let's go visit the ladies' locker room
there with my luck.
first.
Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please?
Please?
Well, that was disappointing. The men's locker room.
Poor Joey. Well.
Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right?
What?
Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. Gotta do everything myself around here.
Yeah, I guess.
Just a forgotten towel. Nope, still a good.
Can't really pick anything else up. Can't click on anything. Oh, trash.
It's empty. I'm not phasing through garbage.
Aw.
Looks to be in his 50s. It's hard to say. He's got the hair of an older man, but the body that most guys in their 20s would envy. He obviously worked out religiously for all the good it did him.
Apparently so. Alright.
Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with that light?
Pretty
I'm
sure.
no expert, but it looks fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Peter Fielding?
Hey, is your name Peter Fielding by any chance?
That's me. Why?
No reason. You own this joint, right?
Yes, I do. My dad built it. You could say it's a family business.
Really?
Been running it around 20 years? Seems like yesterday.
Huh. So what's this about the lights?
So what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
Yeah, keep checking. Nice place.
Nice place you got here.
Be a shame if something happened
Look
to
at
it.
a joint.
Ah, no, I really don't think exercise is going to do me much good.
It's amazing how many people think that. You're young. Your metabolism is still going strong. But time catches up with you before you know it.
You're preaching to the choir, Peter, but I'm still not interested.
Well, we're here if you need us.
Yeah, it kind of lacks a metabolism. So how are you feeling?
So, how are you feeling?
Fine, why?
You don't feel strange at all?
What do you mean?
Well, just hypothetically speaking, you don't feel like you're going to explode?
What, like indigestion?
Not quite.
I am on a strict
Heart
diet
that's gonna
of
explode,
wheatgrass
something like
shakes
that?
and fiber. Indigestion
High blood pressure?
is the last thing I have to worry about.
Wheatgrass shakes and fiber. Ugh.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
Is your father still alive?
So, you run this...
Sort of.
Alright, let's check our notes.
Ever hear of the Grace Group? I understand you went to a few meetings.
You know about that?
Yes?
Sure.
Wow. Well, yeah. I went to some meetings. It was all I needed.
Why's that?
Well, I wasn't the most focused of people back then. It's a long story, but in the end, I went to work with my dad.
We've
running
got
this
plenty of
place.
time.
It's been my life ever since.
Alright, what about Michael
Hey,
Cooper?
I think I met a friend of yours, Father Michael Cooper.
Michael. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. How is he?
He's seen
It's
better
okay.
days.
I'm sorry to hear that. He'll pull through. He always has.
He's not dead. He's not dead yet, like you.
So what can you tell me about Father Michael?
God, it's been over a decade. I'm afraid I can't tell you much.
Okay. What about the Grace
Is there
Group?
anything else you can tell me about the Grace Group?
What's to say? They changed my life.
Yeah, we get that a lot. Alright.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
No, sorry, I haven't been to the village in years.
Alright. What about Tanya Corsi?
I hear Tanya Corsi went to this gym.
She's been coming here for years. That body you see on TV, I take full credit for that.
Oh
Gotta
my.
be proud of something.
Alright, what about
Do
Benjiro?
you know anything about Benjiro? Ran the Grace Group meetings.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
Funny, I can't think of anything to say exactly. It's
Really?
been 20 years.
Sure, people forget things.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
it,
think
exactly.
they
I
quite
just
forget like
didn't
that.
think it would happen to me so soon.
Are you sure you can't tell me anything about Benjiro?
I'm afraid not. I just don't remember anything. Sorry.
Can you tell me anything else about Tanya?
No, sorry.
You ever go to the...
No.
Same thing. All right. What about
You know
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff, too?
Yep.
Not really, I just heard of him.
Good guy. Took care of my neighbor's dog when she was on vacation.
Really? All right. Can you tell me anything else
Did
about
you know
him?
Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff?
Not really.
Good guy.
Apparently not. What about Peter? Can you
Tell
tell
me
us anything about him?
yourself, Peter?
Oh,
I'm the guy
that's
who's gonna
you.
kick
Duh.
your butt into shape.
Ah, well, we'll see.
Yeah, not so much.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna.
Ah,
All right. What about Heather?
you know Heather Goffstein?
You know Heather too. Who don't you know?
Well, I'm a people person.
Sort
Wow,
of.
Heather.
Dead people person.
Haven't heard that name in a long time.
Really? So
Can you
what?
tell me anything about Heather?
It's been a while, and I didn't speak to her much back in those days anyway.
Oh, why not?
Can you tell me any...
It's been
Apparently not. Okay.
So, you're right.
sort of.
Well, I'll see.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn light.
Well, he hasn't been destroyed yet.
Run, run, run! Even if I wasn't dead, she wouldn't be able to hear me. She's got one of those MyPods in. Makes it deaf as a post. She's sweating so much she didn't even notice.
She might have helped her. All right. Well, let's go ahead and leave.
So I found Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yep.
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much.
That's fair. Oh, excuse me.
Hey, Reg, you got a second?
What is it, Joey?
Let's
You
chat.
wanna get a few rounds in while we're here?
I'm not exactly dressed for the gym, Joey.
Excuses, excuses.
I don't think she needs it anyway.
A self-help group.
They're set.
Huh.
Okay. Peter
For a
Fielding?
dead guy, Peter's... Let's make sure he stays that way.
Tanya
You
Corsi.
ever watch this Tanya Corsi show?
No, her show was on in the morning, and I'm more of a night person these days.
Yeah.
Got a sec?
What is it this time?
I can't remember the last time I went to a gym.
Thinking of joining?
With all the walking I do every day, I don't think I need to.
That's probably true. All right.
Tanya Corsi. How come we only meet famous people when they're dead?
Because we only meet
Because they
anyone when
need
we're dead.
us. That's why.
Peter seems okay.
For a spook, yeah. He's not going anywhere. Not yet, anyway.
Huh. Interesting. It is very. It's quite interesting that he's not. Hasn't been torn
So,
apart yet.
have you heard of this Tanya Corsi person?
Tanya Corsi? Was she in the gym?
No, it's the name of our roof spook. Is she famous or something?
You could say that. She has a TV show.
I think you mean she had a TV show. Let's get going.
Let's actually go to the police station first. Kind of surprised that Rosa hasn't heard that she's dead.
Officer Palmer?
Then again,
Yeah. What can I do for you?
fair that she hasn't heard a lot about that.
Do you know anything about Tanya Corsi's death?
Tanya Corsi? What are you doing getting involved with her?
It's...
Complicated. Yeah, I get it.
Yep.
Durkin warned me it might get weird. Anyway, there's not much to tell. She slipped in her shower and hit her head on the tub.
Really?
She fell unconscious and she drowned. The coroner did an autopsy on her and found traces of whiskey and Valium in her system. Not a good combination.
She killed herself?
If you believe the tabloids, then yeah. But the coroner says no. There wasn't much in her system to actually kill her, but it was enough to make her a bit clumsy.
So it was just an accident.
So it would seem.
So it would seem.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Thank you.
Sure.
Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and leave. And we'll go back to George's apartment. Go directly... Well, let's go to the lobby.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
Do you know anything about Tanya Corsi?
Who?
She hosted a major television show. She lived across from George.
Oh, sorry, I don't watch a lot of television. And that apartment's been vacant as long as I've worked here. So, I'm afraid I can't tell you anything.
So again, I'm kind of surprised that Rosa hasn't heard that she died. Oh well. Let's take the elevator up. Oh, lady! I'm here to reveal your identity to you. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV, you know, lady. So it kind of happens that I wouldn't recognize you.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
I know your name.
You're Tanya Corsi, aren't you?
I knew you'd get it. That's me, Tanya Corsi, host of the Good Morning Show on Channel 11. Now all the mystery is gone.
Yeah, thankfully.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, please stop.
Okay, well, let's go talk to her about the notes.
Do you know anything about a self-help organization called the Grace Group?
Grace Group? No, I haven't. Sorry.
Okay. What about Michael Cooper?
Do you know a Michael Cooper?
I don't. Sorry.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
Sorry. No.
Of course not.
So, Tanya, tell me about yourself.
Stop
You
hitting
wanna
on
get to
her,
know
Joey.
The real Tanya Corsi.
Yes?
The Tanya that you don't read about in the tabloids and
Yes?
magazines.
If you let me.
I barely know you, Mr. Malone. Although if you swing by more often, you might learn a thing or two.
Well, that's kind of what we're trying for. Do you know Benjiro?
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro. Is that Japanese?
Yeah?
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
Okay. What about Jeffrey
Do you know a
Dutta?
guy named Jeffrey Dutta?
Sorry, I don't.
Figures. What about Peter?
So, I heard you go to Peter Fielding's gym.
I do. Or rather, I did. After what happened to him, I just couldn't.
You mean his...
Death? Yes. So senseless.
Yeah, you could say that. What about Heather
Do you
Goffstein?
know Heather Goffstein?
No. No, I don't. Sorry.
Come on. That note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
Yeah.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
I think you're lying to me.
Do you know Heather
No.
Come on.
So, I don't.
Are you sure you...
No, please stop.
Well,
I can't
Tanya,
stop asking
I have
about
to
it.
get going, but I'll see you around.
Ta.
What do you want me to do?
I know about Heather. J. What could that... I mean, which J could that be? There's Jeffrey Dutta, and there's also that lawyer J. Whatever his last name was. I forget.
Let's have a little talk.
Yes.
A nice, cozy home like this,
He was
Yeah. You ever watch this?
No.
Don't know who this Heather lady is, but Michael's can...
She could be.
No, that's not giving me anything. Alright, so let's see. Tanya Corsi. Let's go look at our phone.
Tanya was the host of the Good Morning Show. I remember hearing that they got a new host, but I didn't know this was the reason. Channel 11.
okay.
I think their head office is in Penn Plaza. Can't hurt to ask around.
Oh, hey. Alright. City Post obituary. It is with tremendous sadness that we announce the passing of Tanya Corsi after a tragic accident. Most only knew her as the charming and bubbly host of Channel 11 Good Morning Show, but those who worked closely with her know her as the razor-sharp intellect who paid her dues and became one of the most one of the best-loved media personalities in the world. She will be deeply, deeply missed. I wonder if that's what Sam Durkin was talking about.
I don't think those are...
I don't know about that.
I don't think... No connection. No. I don't think...
Checking to
I
see
don't
if
think-
maybe their names show up in that file.
There was... She might be
Oops.
a relative of Peter Fielding, but it's a common surname. There was a Maggie Fielding arrested at the Carth House. She might be a relative of Peter Fielding, but it's a common surname.
Okay.
No connection.
It doesn't pop up anything, okay. No results found. It doesn't give me an option, so I can't ask about it. Alright, well. Let's go directly outside. We have the newsroom. Surprised we can get into the newsroom like this. Let's see, man, computer, empty desks, television.
The local news is airing. They're talking about the weather. Again.
Of course.
The elevator to the street. Joey never looks comfortable around technology. This place is no exception. It's pretty empty here tonight. I guess the weather even affects the media.
That's pretty accurate. That desk isn't empty.
Looks like he's got a bunch of news wire reports open. Oh, and Minesweeper. He looks pretty hard at work.
Yeah, looks. Is there anything else to click on? Nope.
We're not here to watch that thing.
I am.
It's the way out of here. She's looking wistfully around the room. Probably thinking about the road not taken.
Probably.
Just a bunch of desks. It's all gobbledygook to me.
You'd like Minesweeper, Joey.
Late 50s? Seems pretty dedicated to his job. Probably eats more greasy food than he should.
Then again, don't we all?
No point. He can't hear me.
Oh. There we go.
He twitched a bit, but not much else. I'm not just...
I never will blow on anything that I want you to, Joey.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell. Do you work here?
Certainly do. Jim Peebles, senior producer. How can I help you?
What do you do here?
So what do you do here?
I'm the head producer for the Good Morning Show with Kathy Carden.
Isn't that Tanya Corsi's old show?
Yes, it is.
Well, did you work here when Tanya was
Did you
alive?
work here when Tanya was alive?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking into her death.
Wasn't it an accident?
That's why I'm looking into it, just to be sure.
Huh. Well, all right.
Okay, Jim Peebles. It's pretty empty here
Pretty
tonight.
empty here tonight.
Well,
Oh, this
look
could be
outside.
Jay.
The weather's horrible, and almost everybody commutes to work. Nobody can get in, so we're running on a skeleton crew.
Alright, well, let's check notes.
There's the self-help circle that held meetings a long time ago. It was called the Grace Group. Ever hear of it?
Sorry, no.
Figures not.
Do you know a priest by the name of Michael Cooper?
I'm afraid I haven't been to church in a long time.
Alright,
There are tons of...
yeah, figures.
Have you ever heard the name Benjiro?
Benjiro? No, I'm afraid I haven't.
Not helping me much here.
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta? He was killed in a hit and run.
Sorry, no.
Okay. What about
Do you
Peter
know
Fielding?
anything about the death of Peter Fielding? He owned a gym in Murray Hill.
No. Although you've reminded me I haven't hit the gym in a while. I suppose I should go.
Probably. What about Heather?
A note was found in Tanya's apartment. It was signed J.
And?
And your name begins with J. Did you write it?
Seriously?
You're in journalism. You know that any lead is worth following.
Exactly.
Sorry, I didn't write any note to Tanya. Not that I remember.
Not that you remember. Jim is a producer at Channel 11. He works on the show that Tanya Corsi used to host.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Well, what you see is what you get. I started
That's
working at a
not
copywriter's
telling me
desk
much.
about 30 years ago. Worked my way up to producer. Been here ever since.
Okay,
What
Tanya.
can you tell me about Tanya?
I liked her. Some anchors think they're the be-all and end-all, but not her. She knew we were all in this together, and worked well with all of us. That's how you make a news show. Everyone needs to help each other.
Interesting.
Can you tell me anything else about Tanya?
Well, like I said, we all miss her. There's nothing else to say.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Me? It's not...
Can you think of any other Jays who might have written that letter?
I can think of 6 who work in this office alone. I'm sure there are dozens more.
That's not helping me much there, buddy.
Can you think of any?
I can think...
Do you know anything about?
No? Oh,
That's probably about it there.
Well,
All
thanks
right.
for your time, Mr. Peebles. I might be back later.
sure thing. I'm not going anywhere.
Alrighty. Other than Jim's name, that wasn't terribly productive. I guess we'll head back to George Austin's apartment and talk to Tanya about Jim Peebles himself. Alright, we'll see you all in the next episode.